Hi guys, my name is Mateusz and I'm the community manager for Ansho Studios, and you will have to let me know if you see me. We are streaming on Twitch, YouTube and Steam, so I would very much appreciate if you tell me if you can see me right now. So the stream is available on Twitch, YouTube and Steam. So as I can see, we are live on Twitch, we are live on YouTube, but I cannot see myself on Steam. Yeah, but can you see me on Steam? This is the info I need right now. Yeah, we will be playing the Twisted and Perverted. This is the backers build. This is the demo which is available for the backers from the Kickstarter. So this is one full case of Twisted and Perverted. So we'll be playing the game from the beginning to the end, the case. Yeah. So the Twisted and Perverted. If you have any questions, this is the moment to ask them right away, because we'll have to set up the stream on Steam as well. Tomasz, can you try and launch the Steam page of Gamedec, if it's okay? Let me try one more thing, yeah? I will come back in like 10 seconds. I will just restart the stream and we'll see if it's going to work. 1 second. Okay, we should be live again. Okay, Twitch is up, YouTube is up. Steve is down. Hello, Viako. Okay. Well, it's not on my part, because if it will be on my part, the Twitch and YouTube would not work. Yeah, I think we will just proceed with the Twitch and YouTube. Maybe the Steam will follow. No, I can see that the data is being sent to Steam, but I don't know why it doesn't show up on Steam. Okay, so let's not just waste time and try to play the game. Like I said, we will be playing the backers build, so this is the demo which is available for our backers on Kickstarter. So without further ado, well, this is the backers build. I don't know which one have you seen, Viako, before, but this is the backers build. So this is the demo available for the people on Kickstarter. So if you were the backer on a Kickstarter, I believe it was like 15 or 20 bucks. You will have access to this build. So yeah, if you're seeing Gamedec for the first time, it is a cyberpunk single-player isometric RPG, and this is the game where you play the role of a game detective, so a Gamedec. And what you do is, in the 22nd century, you are helping people who have problems both in real and virtual worlds. So the nature is very dangerous for people right now, so people just sit in the cities, and to emulate the nature or any virtual or any world available, so the activities in the real world, we just play games, video games in VR, which is called sensory worlds, and in the world of Gamedec. So, for example, in the 22nd century, you cannot milk a cow, but you have a game called Harvest Time when you can do it. So people who just want to see a lot of nature and be close to nature, we just play the game. So the games are very popular, and the more games you have, the more players you have, the more problems you can see. And when you have a problem, you just call Gamedec. Yeah, so this is the start of the demo. We have to choose between the high city and the low city. The Warsaw city is divided on some sections, and the low city is maybe not the lowest part, but it's the low part of the city, with a lot of clubs, bars, and thugs. So if you like criminal world, you most likely be living in the low city. If you try to live in high city, or if you living in the high city, you are rich. You can be a celebrity. You can be a CEO of a big company, etc. And the high city has access to the sun, while the low city doesn't. So it's just emulating the sun. Let's say I'm from the high city. And here we have 4 options, and these options are like the archetypes of RPG professions or classes. We have a sleeves, who just likes to use the brute force and his physical appearance to intimidate people. And we have the infotainer. It's like an online celebrity, like an influencer of any sorts. You know how to extract information, how to process the information, you know how to manipulate videos, etc. You have the glazier. Glazier is just like a technician, like a hacker. like a guy who knows his ways with computers and AI and this kinds of stuff. And we have a scalpel, and scalpel is just a medical class, so we have medical knowledge. But scalpel is not only about the medicine of 22nd century, but you have an extended knowledge of the, I would say, low city medicine. So anything that works, you can do it. I would think I would go with the glazier. I like playing as a glazier. And this is the profession tree. So we'll have to talk about the aspects of Gamedec. So whenever you make a decision or certain dialogue options, which you want to pick, you might have to you might get an aspect. So aspects are divided by the colors and by the origin. As you could see, I choose High City. So I have 1 point in High City. We have chosen the glazier, so we have 3 blue points, blue aspects, just to pick the glazier right away. But in the course of the game, when you pick a certain option in the dialogue or a certain action in the game, you might have to you might get another aspect from a different class. So me taking the glazier is just the beginning. You can get any profession you want. So I might think that I'm good with computers, etc., but I will pick some dialogue options which will follow the path of sleeves, for example, or a scalpel. So the more points of any color you will have, this path is the preferable to follow. So if you have green, you can go to the scalpel. For the sake of this demo, we'll have available just 2 of them in each brand, in each branch, but all of them will be unlocked in the full version. Okay, so let's pick the glazier. So I like computers, yeah, I like computer stuff. And the first thing we can do is just to look outside the window. Let's contemplate. If you have read the books are available in Polish right now, but we have the first chapter of the book in English available for free on Steam, in one of the announcements on Steam. If you like to know anything more about this world, just read the first chapter. There are some things explained already, but if you read the books, you will have the basic knowledge of the world. If you haven't read the books, but you're a backer on Kickstarter with the tier of getting the books, you will get the books, first 2 books in English for free, because you were a backer from a certain tier, pledge tier. The books will be available in English after backers will get the books, so there will be a chance to read them, even if you didn't have the chance to back us on Kickstarter. Yeah, so we have a drone, just an advertising drone, and if we didn't get the glazier, these options would be just grayed out, so we wouldn't be able to send the drone away. But we have the glazier, so we can do it right away. Okay. This is our apartment, so this is the place where we'll be sitting a lot between the cases. We can check our computer, check our couch, and configure the Bliss. The Bliss is an AI system made by the Blue Whale Interactive. But as you can see, it's kinda turned off. Let's turn it on again. We can configure it as we want. So now let's just analyze what seems to be the problem. The AI controls the whole apartment. So in the 22nd century, AI is nothing special. Everyone can use an AI. Let's launch the configuration, configure Bliss. I believe the first question is about the form of our AI. Let's choose the female. We can pick the intellectual personality or the entertaining personality. I will go with the intellectual. I would like my AI to be intellectual. Yeah, and this is Bliss. We can continue the configuration, just go on with the game. I believe we have some time, so let's just answer. Those who do not remember the past, I know the rest of this quote, so let's finish the quote. Are doomed to repeat it. Yeah. And again, we have an option to check the system. Something is not right because she just was set to the default settings and turned off. So let's just analyze if it's all right. It looks like it. Yeah, you will have to be very careful about picking some decisions, because some of them will just put you towards a certain path, and you will not have the chance to go back. So if you pick one option, a certain option might be unavailable later. Or on the other hand, if you help someone in the past, you will have a chance to meet him on your next case, and he will be more keen to help you. Save it. I'm a Gamedec. Yeah, let's admit we're lonely. You're human, she's not. Okay, let's go out. Am I satisfied? Yes. Just need to end the conversation. So we have two options available. We can check our computer. We have a job to get a new job. Our request is to get a new job, but we can also check the couch. And the couch is necessary to enter the sensory world, so the virtual worlds in the world of Gamedec. You will have certain items ready to go to a sensory world. So you have to have a couch, a helmet. Oh, we have an incoming call. Geoffrey Haggis. Hello. Please come to me. Blue Whales Interactive Tower, level 255. South entrance. I'll tell you everything when you're here. Let's talk about the money. Okay. Down payment. Okay. He seems to be loaded because he just sent his money away in a matter of seconds. Okay. Can check the couch or the mail. As I was saying, you have to be equipped with a couch, helmet, and hello. Yeah, the demo is available on Steam and GOG, so you can just go and download the demo. Yeah, you have okay, so let's sum it up. If you want to go to a sensor world, you have to have a couch, a Nutri-Fluid, and a helmet, and a certain equipment are really necessary to go in. You can spend like 4 days in a virtual world, but it also depends on the equipment you have. So the more expensive equipment, the longer you can be in the sensor world without any consequences. You can do it right now, so it's available for free. The demo, I mean. Okay, so as long as we have the job, just can go with the investigation. Just go to Mr. Haggis and see what's going on. But you can search the web and check for Haggis. So if we know more about the person we are going to talk with, we can take a certain route to make him talk more or discover any secrets he likes to be hiding. Yeah, and we know that he is the CEO of the Blue Whales Interactive, the same company which makes Bliss. So when we have some informations, I don't know if you saw, but we have an alert box here, which says that if you unlocked anything, you can just find it in the codex. So codex is like a codex. You all know what codex is. It's like it's a place where you can find information about the people or the virtual worlds or the real world, which is called Realium right here, organizations and technologies, etc. So we have Geoffrey Haggis, and we just know the basic stuff about him. But if we talk about Geoffrey Haggis with someone else or just directly to him, we can unlock more information about a certain character. So as you can see, we have Bliss. It's just a world info about Bliss. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Are you talking about me or the game? If you want to read more, you can unlock more options, but you will have to find them first. So we have a job, so let's go to Haggis. The director's office is behind the door. Okay. Okay, the painting has a gold frame, so let's check the frame. It looks like gold. Let's scratch it. Okay, a deep groove appeared. It is gold. Okay. So he has to be rich if he has so many golden ideas. Well, the Bliss is a gold idea. Yeah, the Bliss is a perfect AI system, so... Take initiative, introduce yourself or about the job. Let's introduce ourselves. My name is... Okay. Well, Haggis is a fat cat, yeah. He's the CEO of the Blue Whales Interactive. He's loaded with cash. He doesn't like to be kept waiting, and he knows that if he wants something, he will get it immediately. So he doesn't like to wait a lot. Okay. So his son is trapped in one of the virtual worlds, but he doesn't know any details. So our job is to investigate and just try to deduce in which world his son is trapped. Yeah, he's wearing a very expensive suit, and as you can see, the couches are pretty expensive too. So what's interesting is that Fredo was in a virtual world with his friend, and his friend got out, but Fredo didn't. And this is a weird situation. As we can see, there's a woman lying on the couch next to him. So we have some options available. I will leave the options to you. Just write in the chat 1, 2, 3, or 4. What would you like to do? Thank you, Thomas. Well, the demo is available right now on Steam and GOG, or as we like to call it in Poland, GOG. So if you want to try the game, you can do it for free. Because of the Indie Arena booth, you can just do it right now. So we have 2 options for 2, and I will go with the 2. Oh, it's one of the developers, so this is a meta game. Okay, look at the helmet. We can check display, other actions, and check the helmet number. Let's check the helmet number. In order to check the number, the serial number it's on the back of the helmet, so we have to raise Fredo's head. But it's kinda dangerous to mess around with someone who's in the virtual world. So as you can see, Fredo moaned, so it's not a pleasant experience. Yeah, careful because you're hurting him. We'll have to explain, Haggis, what we're trying to do. Yeah, I have the serial number of the helmet. So we can examine further, look at the helmet again. I will try to ask you about the direction we'd like to go in a certain moments of the game. But right now, let's check. Let's just look about. Let's just look at the face, or if he's faking. Touch his hand. Yeah, let's touch his hand. Why not? His fingertips were covered with sweat. No, not sweat. Sticky substance between my fingers. Berries and chewing gum. Okay. Yeah, well, the father of Fredo, so Geoffrey Haggis, it's nervous because Fredo is in the virtual world for 4 days, and that's the top, but that's the max. Even if you have a high-tech suit and couch and everything, it's very dangerous to be in a virtual world for more than 4 days. Well, imagine that if you have something called game peel, yeah, and the game peel stops every body action which has to be done in order to empty your bowels or just process the food you were eating. So you have to get a game peel to stop all of these processes. So it lasts for like 4 days. So in order to keep your body in a perfect shape, you cannot extend the 4 days period. And right now, Fredo is in the virtual world for 4 days. So it's the critical moment when Geoffrey Haggis decided to call a Gamedec to help him. Evar, been waiting for this game for ages. Looks very interesting. Yeah, have you played the demo yet? Can we enter the virtual world in the game? Yes, it's a game inside the game. So let's say that in the virtualium, so the world we are here today, we are Gamedec, so we are investigating both real and virtual worlds. So we have to go into certain worlds in order to help people. I will show it later. Okay, let's check the couch. Let's check the couch's panel. Okay, let's talk about Haggis and Fredo. Fredo was with his friend Tim. He's waiting in my office. Okay. So, hello Magnus. Game looks very nice. Thank you very much. You can play the demo for free on Steam and GOG right now. What we know is that Fredo is trapped inside one of the virtual worlds, but we don't know which one. There's a woman right here. There's a Timmy waiting in the office, and Timmy was in the same world with Fredo, so he might have say something about where these people were playing. So let's check the woman before we go to Timmy. Let's take a closer look at the women. Yeah, please share your feedback when you finish the demo on our Discord channel, because we are gathering the feedback for our dev team to improve the game even more. So it's very crucial that if you play the demo, please share your feedback on the Steam community boards or on our Discord server. It's pretty important to make Gamedec even better, because sometimes you know how it is, yeah, we might think that certain options are good for the game, and the players say that, well, we have a better idea, and we can sit down, talk with the dev team, and we'll have to decide whether the options advised by the community were better. Where can you find our Discord? I believe it is... Let me have 1 second. I will have to be on our Discord channel to where better. Okay, so this is the link for our Discord, so you can join anytime. And there's a channel for feedback, so you can just write there. Okay. Let's leave this woman alone and save my son. I have to explain that she might have some information about where his son is. So let's check the panel. There's a monitoring port inside the helmet, so it's called an observer port. So people from the outside might just plug in and see what's going on. So let's connect to the helmet. Okay. It doesn't look good because it's not a virtual world she's in. She's in some kind of a limbo. She's just, you know, flying in an empty space. Let's see if she can talk. Yeah, she can talk with us. So yeah, we have a point of communication. So we can question her, we can offer assistance, or just look around or terminate the connection. She might have be in the position to say something about Fredo, so let's offer assistance. Yeah, as you can see, when you pick the Glacier, some options might be available. If there was an option which is not available for Glacier, but for example for Scalpel, it will be just grayed out. So you will know that there is something you can ask, but you don't have a certain profession to unlock. Yeah, we have some points. We have one yellow. So yellow is for the infotainer. Okay, let's just analyze the problem with the Glacier profession. Something is going on. It looks like she's been attacked by something. We can activate the firewall, and this is the place where you can pick another option. We can use jamming barriers that slows the attack. If we do a jamming barrier, we can slow the attack and have a chance to help Starlet get out of this limbo. Or we can use a reflection barrier, so we can track the source of the attack. So this is the place where you can pick one or two. Two. Anyone else? Bye. Okay, so Thomas have picked two. Okay. The barrier started to track the signal. After a moment, I had some accurate data. The barrier did the trick. Starlet attack is coming from Twisted and Perverted. Twisted and Perverted is one of the Virtualium, so one of the sensory worlds in Gamedec. Observe the attack signal. You can try to get Starlet out, no matter the consequences. Let's just try to wake her up. In order to wake someone up from the Virtualium is to tease the senses of these people. So we can move Starlet's arm. Just for starters, we can stimulate the touch, balance, smell, and just unfasten the helmet, but it's pretty dangerous. Imagine, I don't know if you have seen The Matrix. Imagine that you're not in the safe spot and someone just pulls the plug. So it's deadly, or just can put you in a coma. So let's stimulate the sense of balance. Let's do the smell. And touch. Hey, we did it. To be honest, this is the first time I managed to do that. And I think we have a perfect outcome, because we tracked the guy who was attacking her, so we know that he's from Twisted and Perverted, and we managed to get started out. This is the first time I did it. And I'm working on the game, yeah? I can play the game every time I want, and this is the first time I did it. So yay for me. So as you can see, there are several outcomes, and even when we talk about the game with people in the office, some of them just do things I didn't know we can do. So when I was talking with Chris, our PR specialist, and when I was looking on him while he was playing the game, he just went here and he showed me that you can interact with the clothes. I have no idea you can do that, because, you know, when I play some games, I have a path system I just pick, yeah. And I'm watching some things, I just go, I see what I can click on, and etc. But for the most of the time, people are not tend to check every corner of the game. Oh yeah, this is another clothes. This is Team's clothes. So let's. Oh, he has a Walkter. Walkter is like a mobile phone in the 22nd century. So we can check the sent or received. Let's check the send and received. Okay, so we have some more information, and as you can see, we have codex information, and there's Tim, and we have an email from Fredo. I think we'll be safe. It's a game. Old man won't find out. Okay, we have Starlet. At the start of the game, we just have Joffrey and Bliss, and right now we have Fredo, we have Starlet and Tim. So going into the codex is a good idea to be you know, how to say it. Checking the codex is a good way to track the events of what's going on right now. If you don't know what to do next, you just want to read the codex. So we have Timmy, who was with Fredo in the Twisted and Perverted, or as we think he was in the Twisted and Perverted, because Starlet was attacked from the Twisted and Perverted. So let's check Timmy. This is a new mechanic for you. So this is an interrogation, and we have secrets. So the more you go to the right, the more the character likes you and respects you. So if you gain respect or trust, you will unlock some secrets. You can intimidate someone or even threaten him, and you will unlock other secrets. But it's tricky to intimidate, because not every secret you will unlock will be truth. It might be a lie, it might be something just to keep you busy. It might be a false clue. So we know he looks like a very frightened boy. It might be a traumatical event for him. So let's just assure that we're just going to talk. Doesn't like the police, so he doesn't like to answer questions. Wants to help. Good. We were playing Paradise Beach. Paradise Beach is a sim date game, a VR sim date game. So people just go to the Paradise Beach to go on a date. You have to be 16 to enter. Well, Timmy and Fredo are 16. So it's not that they were doing something illegal at the time. But they're still kids, yeah. So we can ask about the Virtualium, talk about Tim, ask about Fredo or Starlet, or just stop the conversation. We don't want to stop the conversation because we just want to unlock some secrets. So let's ask about the Virtualium. Yeah, I have made a bad decision right now. So we are just starting over. Let's ask about Fredo. So they know each other from school, buddies. Okay. So he's asking us if we are a Gamedec. Yes. Yes, we are. Can you tell me a little about your work? Okay. Remember that we want to make him trust us, so we have to pick some decisions just to be sure that he will answer our other questions. So if we share some information with him about being a Gamedec, he will trust us more, and he will just answer our questions later. So let's talk about Tim. What games do you like? Space sims like Dream Space or Dying Stars, also shooters. What do you need to become a Gamedec? Yeah, he wants to be a Gamedec very bad. So let's tell him he has a chance. Yeah, and we have the first secret. I'll tell you what Fredo looks like in the game. He bought us both skins and mine was almost as cool as his. Okay, so we know. First secret, information unlocked in the deduction, 2 skins. Let's ask about Fredo. Let's ask about enemies. Listen to the story. Yeah, so basically if you want Timmy to talk, let's just allow him to talk. He will just open. Yeah, it's an easy guy to read. I wouldn't recommend him to play poker. I trust you and I'll tell you the truth. Just please don't tell Mr. Haggis we went inside twisted and perverted. Yeah, like we thought. It's a world where people hurt each other for pleasure. Yeah, it's not a kind of a world where children should be in. You will see why. Someone asked if we can go into the virtual world. And we will do this right now. Ask about the access to the couches. Remove the seal. Draw a conclusion. Yeah, with a seal removed and the helmet number, you can just get into the equipment from the outside, so remotely. So, when we have enough clues, we can just go and make a deduction. So if you want, you can go to the deduction screen. And how to help Fredo. You have 2 options available. We can look for him in the Twisted and Perverted, which was mentioned twice, I believe. Or you can go and find him in the Paradise Beach, where Timmy were just saying that they were playing the Paradise Beach. Later he decided to change his mind and tell us that he was in the Twisted and Perverted. On the left you have clues you gathered, yeah, so it's a game for adults. They say that they're in the Paradise Beach, but I believe they were in Twisted and Perverted, so let's pick Twisted and Perverted. And a second path has unlocked, and which nickname Fredo was using. We just know that they had 2 skins. Timmy and Fredo bought 2 skins. If you go to Twisted and Perverted, you want to have a skin, because it's not a good game for kids. It's not a good game for people who want to be respected in any way, because let me show you. Let's just talk to Haggis about the Twisted and Perverted, and let's just go to the Twisted and Perverted. Yeah, this is Twisted and Perverted. So you have a big arrow here. So let's go and read the game rules. And the rules should be in our codex. Virtual volume, Twisted and Perverted. Yes. If you want to be a quality player, pick a partner, talk to them, invite them for a drink, and when you're both feeling really good, try to kill them in some way. So, to cut the story short, in Twisted and Perverted you get points by killing someone or conducting a sexual act. So if you're making love, you get points. If you kill someone, you get points, but you can combo this way, and the most of it, you can get the most points if you combine making love and killing at the same time. So it's a perfect world for the people who are affected by erotophonophilia. Erotophonophilia is when you feel ecstasy when you kill someone, but you have to kill them during the sexual act. So yeah, this is what sums up Twisted and Perverted. People will try to kill you, and people will try to seduce you. So let's look what we can do here. Hey buddy, let us protect ourselves. Let's talk to them. Yeah, this is Mia, and this is Maya, and Mia and Maya are 2 players from the Twisted and Perverted. Yeah, wearing some cool skins. And as you can see, the skins are in sync with the game's theme. So, like I said, people will try to seduce you and kill you. So, you have to be prepared for being, I don't know, distracted by the beauty of someone. And be ready that they can just try to kill you anytime. Okay, so let's talk about the investigation. Let's say that we are looking for Fredo. Okay, and another thing about being a game deck. Players, when they hear that you are a game deck, are more keen to cooperate, because someday they might need your help too. So if you're a game deck, and if you're a good game deck, because being a game deck is easy, you just have to buy the license and pass some tests, but some people might think that they are good game decks, but they are not. And for example, if you're a bad game deck, you can kill someone who you were trying to help. Yeah. If you're a good game deck, your reputation will precede you. So it's good to be aware that people might trust you, but you have to successfully end cases case by case, so you will get more money from the cases you will be trying to solve. So what do you think? So what do you want with him? He's in danger. Yeah, everyone in here is in danger. Real danger. Let's just talk to them about various stuff. There is a clan in Twisted and Perverted, so let's ask about. Yeah, we have two options which we can unlock in the deduction. So if you have enough clues, you could just simply go to the deduction or just click in the dialogue. If you click in the dialogue, the option will just be focused already. So what nickname was Fredo using? And during our talk with the girls, there was a name Tugay Bay that might ring a bell. And when we decide that this was his name, we can just click accept. Another path has been unlocked, and we can use this option in the dialogue screen. So it's pretty easy that even if you forget about the deduction screen, the game will just show you that you might unlock something which might help you on the investigation. Hello. Would your clan notice a player wearing a very expensive skin? Sure, but money isn't everything. The clan doesn't just take it, meaning gifts. Yeah. So Mia and Maya are in a clan. Every game probably has a clan inside. What does your organization offer to those lost souls? Truth. Okay. Like I said, we have to sometimes pretend that we are interested in what people are saying in Twisted and Perverted just to gain their respect or sympathy. Mia's father. I'm not really interested in Mia's father. But we can ask about problems with joining the clan. Maya had no money. My membership was already arranged. They wanted me pretty bad. There was just one problem, my old man. He was super pissed that I was going down the wrong path. Okay, so Mia just ran away. Yeah, let's ask about his father. Count Wilhelm von Tottenberg. Okay. A prominent Warsaw City personality. Let's ask about clan. Okay, so let's just try to investigate more, get more clues. The fuck is your problem? Okay. So there is a fight between these two guys. The game will launch in 2020. Cheated bastard, and who's that? The bodyguard. It's Zed. I don't like the name Zed. Okay, we can kill Ken, kill Zed, or just let him die. Well, Zed doesn't look good, so let's just kill Zed. Yeah, so we have no combat in Gamedec, but that doesn't mean that the Gamedec isn't violent, or that someone just might not die in Gamedec. But when you're inside a virtualium like this, when you're inside a virtualium like this, where the main goal of the game is to kill people, you want to die like you will, like you would in the real world. You will just respawn at the enter of the game, so at the entrance of the game. So that's nothing bad that I would like to kill someone interested in Perverted, because that's what this game is about. Are you a bloody troll? No, I'm a Gamedec. It sounds cool when you say it. I'm a game deck. I'm a game deck. I solve crimes in virtual worlds. Sounds very cool. A game deck, great. Maybe we can help each other. You just found yourself a friend. I could use a partner. Yeah, and he would just follow us. Let's talk about the investigation. I'm looking for a kid. Yeah, so as you can see, we have two options. One in the detection is grayed out because we cannot unlock it. I cannot even click it. But we have 2K Bay already unlocked. So we can just try and go with this. We wanted to find a secluded place for him and his girl. There's an alley here, a dead end. Okay. Okay, let's go to the alley I was talking about. Or maybe not. I just want to show you another thing. There's a very cool guy here, Mr. Unicorn. Wanna see a trick? This is the part where streamers were very hyped about, and when we released the backers build, many streamers just asked to play the game, and most of them just got the access. But this is the part which I find pretty funny to observe how they will react and what options they will choose. So you can clearly see that he's just a horse with a horn attached. He thinks that he's a unicorn, and this is the first place I found. But I can use the origin, so not the aspects, not the professions, but I can really use the high city origin. So let's do it. We can recall a game with unicorns. Rainbow Adventures. It's not a skin, I'm a real unicorn. Yeah. Do you want to rub my horn? Let's do it. Thank you, my fluffy friend. I have a bad feeling about this. Boom, and we're dead. Yeah, so this is how Twisted and Perverted works, and as you can see, we're not dead. We just respawned at the entrance of the game. Yeah, we could go again and try to talk with him again. He would just want to show us a magic trick, and I believe that we know what this magic trick will be about. Okay, so I don't know if you want to see more of it, but I just don't want to spoil a lot, some of you, about this game. You have plenty places to be and plenty men to talk with. So we have these fellas. He's glowing. We have this guy. We have this woman. Well, a lot of points of interest in this game. And what I want to say that some people will decide to just run through the game they can. We don't judge. If you just want to go with the fastest way possible, you can. But the game will be much more interesting and much more fun when you decide to just go and inspect every corner of it. Because the more you know about the game or the characters, the more options will appear in the deduction screen, the more aspects you will get, so you can unlock another profession, or just expand the one you already have. So I advise just to take your time, don't rush, play the game on your own pace, talk to people, and try to get most of the dialogues as you think you can. So if someone talks to you and said that he has to go, you can either let him go or just ask him something more. So always ask for more. Okay, there's some shady business around here. Hey, wanna see a magic trick? Talking horse. Say hello. No, let's just... Okay, you want to say hello or you want to observe? This is the time you can pick an option. True. Okay, let's observe. Focus on me. When you go for the most magic tricks, do you want to see? We can encourage to look at the trick or just observe. I would encourage them to watch the trick. We already know what will happen, so let's see the trick. Boom! And we just interrupted some shady business. So it might be good, it might be bad. Who knows? What I want to do, what I want you to see is that guy who was killed just respawned here. So it's really normal that some people just die in this game. It's about killing and flirting all the way. Okay, so let's go with the investigation. Can use the deduction screen just to pick another option. We have 3 clues, and with these 3 clues we can choose one or the first or the second outcome. We can pick that he was meeting with the cult leader, so with the clan leader, or he just went in the alley. I think we'll try to investigate the clan. Okay, so one path is locked and one path is unlocked, but we have no data. We have no data, we have no clues, so we just have to go around and talk with people. So let's talk with this woman. It's Umbra. Hello, Umbra. Ken is blocking, yeah. Hello, Umbra. Once again. Are you looking for sex or significance? It's quite a choice I have. Excuse me? For those who know what they want and they seek pleasure in exploring their fantasies, they are ready for it. The second kind includes people so bored with life they'll try anything just to feel. They need faith, not sensual pleasures. Yeah, it sounds like a cult. Yeah. We can ask about sex, search for Fredo, use deduction to search for the clan leader, because we just picked an option where we are more interested in the clan. But right now, let's talk about Fredo. Let's talk about helping people. Let's talk about deduction. Yeah, this is the Hon clan. I do. Well, apparently Fredo made a lot of fuss inside the Twisted and Perverted, and just he brought attention to himself with his skin and behavior. So the Hon clan is looking for people with potential. So if someone is showing that he has a potential, he will be focused by the Hon clan just to enter the guild, the clan, the cult. So yeah, as you can see, Umbra is a pretty badass girl, and as we can see in the codex, let's go to the characters. Yeah, we don't have Umbra, but maybe we'll have something in Twisted Perverted. No. Blue whales, Helium. No, okay, so we have no Umbra yet, but we can use our deduction again to deduce that she's the clan leader. She was talking a lot about faith, truth, and many other things. I think a true clan leader or a cult leader would say, just to make you interested in joining in. So let's go and accept. And as you can see, we have 4 paths available right now. Yeah, you are the leader of the Hon clan in Twisted and Perverted. And I know your game deck, searching for a player. Do something for me and I might tell you what you want. Yeah, so Umbra is a woman which likes to be in the control. She likes to tell people what to do. So undress slowly. If we agree, she will be willing to tell us something about Fredo. So let's do it. Yeah, Ken is getting embarrassed. We take joy in enacting fantasies. Follow me to the secluded alley and play the game with me. As a reward, I will tell you what you want to know. Okay. Nobody will bother us here, you may speak. I'm looking for a player. Timmy was a kind of a guy who didn't like to be interrogated and had to be taken with care. So we have to be very gentle with Timmy, but we don't have to be gentle with Umbra. Umbra likes to push people around, and she likes to be in the control, so we'll have to obey, and we'll have to show that we respect the way she tries to role play these character in Twisted and Perverted. So let's just obey. Yeah, and she likes that. These are the rules of this game. I give you an order or a question. Your obedience and honesty will be rewarded with an answer. Okay. There's a theater in the middle of this level. It is a symbol. Here, every encounter in a theatrical scene allowing players to enact their fantasies. Okay. Show fascination. Yeah. If we play the game with her, if we role play our way in this conversation, she will just tell us what we want. So let's ask about the clan. Yeah, you can see that we have some admiration available, we have some obedience available, so let's just pick these options to make her look good. I commend you for listening without judgment. I always reward such good behavior. The player you are looking for is imprisoned inside the theater. Okay, so Fredo is in the theater, but we have another secret to unlock. And we will have to do it right now. Show confidence. I am offering you incredible knowledge. You do not have to do a thing, just declare yourself an ally. Agree. Yeah. So we're going back to the right. Ask about Fredo's friends, ask about the clan, ask about Fredo. Ask what she did with Fredo. Yeah, we can give praise. Agree. This game is all about decisions and all about investigations, so when you know what character you are talking with, it's easier. If you're not aware of what this character likes, or what does she do or he does in the certain scenario, it might be harder, but you cannot fail. Even if you go with the investigation not the way you want it, you will always have some information just to push you forward. So every decision matters, and I know that every RPG says the same, but every decision matters. But in the previews or in the backers build, when we read the feedback of people, they say that Gamedec is one of the games, one of the very few games, or even the only game they have played, but really shows you that the decisions you make matter. So it's not like just gonna click this thing and this thing and let's see what happens. But if you take your time and read the dialogues and carefully pick some options or dialogues or actions, you will be rewarded not only by the lore, not only by the story, but you will see that the actions you commenced have implications in the future, or even in next cases. It doesn't mean that if you pick some options in Twisted and Perverted, we have some other words you can enter, like harvest time. So imagine that there is a character, Umbra here, is playing in the harvest time because she likes, I don't know, on Sundays she likes to go to the harvest time. That's just an example, yeah. It's probably not in the game, but it's an example, yeah. From Monday to Friday she plays Twisted and Perverted, but on Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays she goes to the harvest time just to play with cows, for example, yeah. If this case is the first one and harvest time will be the second one, and you treat Umbra well in Twisted and Perverted, she will remember you in harvest time and will be more keen to share informations with you, or will just point you in the right direction from the start. So it's good to have good relations with people. Okay, ask about Fredo's friends. Girl's fate. Starlet and Umbra. Yeah, she likes that. Ask about the clan. Ask about Twisted and Perverted. Ask about PvP. Oh, I haven't seen this one before. Let's click it. to be honest, there's so many paths and ways and dialogue options, but even I have played this game like 20 times, 30 times, or even 40 times, and there are still some things I haven't seen before, and this is great, really. Let's pretend to turn the PvP. I flipped the switch, simultaneously blocking it with a cheat. Done. A small whip materialized in her hand and she hit me with it. I pretended to like it, hoping my reaction had a convincing, pleasantly surprised yelp. And it works! I like playing with you, Gamedec. Your actions were worthy, twisted and perverted, and this is your reward. She was intoxicated, I couldn't focus, and I wasn't prepared for her to stop the fun and reach for the knife. I parried on instinct. That's quite a parry. She smiled approvingly and kisses me as her avatar dissipated in the air. It took me a while to notice she slipped a key to the theater into my pocket. Yeah, this is quite a game. So our quest right now is to just get out of the alley. And there are some ways to do it. I believe there are two or three ways to do it. Let's go with the... I don't want to say more interesting, because it's not more interesting, but it's the one which requires more effort to do it, but it's clean. Oh, hello, Rob. How are you? It's nice to finally talk to you in a person. Well, in a virtual person. And the graffiti. It's an art. Let's inspect. The stains and sloppy curves are proof that it was made by a human. It's a stain. Look for the developer's tag. The wall paintings are sometimes created not by players but by designers. They point to a nearby developer's tag. I turn on the Gamedec's deck and start to look for a familiar sequence in the three-tone characters. I finally discover signs of the tool. Yeah, there's a panel right here. Let's check about the developer tools and operation history. Let's do a local scan. Yeah, something appeared. We have a filter on, but we just have to log in. Yeah, admin TPA 06M is still logged into the device and should be somewhere nearby. Show logged in user. Okay, so we have a glitch and we have an admin. Let's check the glitch. Logically. Examine. Yeah, I don't have the programmer to remove the error. If I had the programmer, I would need two more blues. I just have one blue available, but in the course of the game, when we role-played our way with Umbra and other characters, we have unlocked 3 yellow aspects, and yellow aspect can be spent on infotainer, so a celebrity, an influencer if you like. So we have 0 yellow right now, we have 0 green, we have 1 red, we have 1 blue, 1 additional blue. Okay, When we touched the glitch, something happened. So I would like to talk with her. I can't. There's a glitch. She was... one of the linked glitches dealt with. 2 to go. She was standing by it, so let's just go where she went. This one. She was there already, so we have 2 glitches. Okay, one more. Okay. And the third one. Hello. Okay, something is going on, and she's very stressed. What happened? I was just another call. It was just another call, and then we fell into some damn trap. When I launched diagnostics, the error messages literally covered up my windows. I tried to clean it up, and then I found the girl. She was on the brink of logging off, immobilized by some nasty cheat code. I barely started inspecting it, and I got trapped in the loop. The loop? I've never seen anything like it. It just looked like code from at least a few different companies, just like, no, let's dump. Let's cheer her up, because we have the infotainer. Yeah, I have unlocked the infotainer like 2 minutes ago. Come on, in my first podcast I always said, foolishness is my specialty, like and subscribe. Oh my god. Another thing is that I didn't bring me too many fans. Okay. The loop shouldn't work. The code is screwed up. She thinks that she saw a jester in a hat. Tell your story. I was creating a report about him. Best creepypasta and the network history. Have you heard the ballad of Jester? The player damned by the network and corporation after getting stuck in. I heard a different version of the story. Want to hear it? Okay. Ages ago we created the internet, you know, the network, van, urban monitoring system, social media, full virtualia. We scanned Braze, we recently created DigiNets, people, and all this knowledge is online. Well, maybe not all of it, but you get the drift. Programs communicate with each other and observe. I know that they don't assign meaning, but don't know about their existence. Listen. This has been going on for years, observing us, and even though they don't know what they see, they gather data. Random links online are growing in number. They're starting to form something complex, multidimensional structures like the ones in our brains. Okay. It's like a conspiracy theory. Hello, how are you? This being is aware of its existence. It assigns meaning to what it sees and hears. It's a self-aware observer of itself and the world. It's starting to develop free will and has the tools to execute it. Okay. Like us, it's based on pleasure and sadness. There is no other possibility, but it's different in every other way. Okay. It's a curiosity, a ghost in the network. Well, let's take it rationally. Panel access. Her mood. Are you okay? Been better. Okay, let's try if we have the admin access or something like this. Can I remove the car? No, I can't. How can I remove the car? Okay, we can't remove the car, but there's another way I tried to talk about, and we can just check the trash can, and we have a mine. And if you were listening carefully, I said that in Twisted and Perverted you cannot die, you just respawn. So let's detonate the mine. And voila! You don't have to remove the car, you can just do it this way. And we have access to the theater, so let's go to the theater and use the key. If we had a programmer profession, we could just hack the door ourselves, so we wouldn't need Umbra to give us the key. Hello. Find a way to get into the theater. Okay. Oh, there's something going on. Someone finally showed up. I may have been expecting it, but the feeling of surprise is so refreshing. A game deck. So, Mr. Haggis got scared. That was only a means to another end. Have a look at this. Fredo is completely stripped of his masking skin. This is his own real himself. Carnal Sweaty. Yeah, so Twisted Perverted is not a game for kids. That's one. It's a game where you want to have a skin, so people won't recognize you. Because what you do in Twisted Perverted is not always pretty fun and morally accepted. So people will just judge you. So this is why you have to have a skin. And right now, Jester just stripped Fredo of his skin. So it's just Fredo. It's not a skin, it's Fredo. It's his own skin and flesh and body. So Fredo is a minor and he's killing a girl inside an adult game. Yeah, that's not fun. But maybe it's fun for Jester, but it's not so good for Fredo, especially his father. Let's keep calm. Everything you see here is recorded from every possible angle, and if Haggis doesn't do what I'm asking, the footage with the boy's full name will be published all over the net. It will be entitled Like Father, Like Son. What does he want from Haggis? He knows exactly what I want, and it's not about the money. He's got to do what I tell him, no more, no less. What do you want from me? Just tell him to listen to orders and wait for further guidelines. What if I refuse? You don't want to say no to me, not unless you like jokes and value the truth. If so, then feel free to refuse. Refuse. I don't appreciate being forced to do things. I hope you like a good show. Doesn't sound good. Okay, so we have just respawned at the entrance of the theater. If there is no Jester, as I said, we don't say anything about the Turkish language. We take a look at the numbers on the Steam wishlist and on the GOG wishlist. So we are an indie studio, and translating a game with so many outcomes, texts and dialogues is very expensive. We have to pick carefully which language will we use and which language will be picked to translation. And right now, none of the game languages is translated, because we still tweak the dialogues, we still tweak the game. So at the very end of the developing process, we will send the text to for correction and for translation. So there's still a time when we can sit down and decide that we will be translating the game to German, French, Russian, Chinese, etc. And there is a chance, but we will include Turkish as well. but we'll have to see an increased number of people telling us that the Turkish is important, and we will have to just, you know, look at the market, yeah? So if we can see that there is many people from Turkey wanting the game in Turkish, we're not saying no, but we're not saying yes as well. We have to see the numbers, yeah? We have to see the interest. Like I said, it's very expensive to translate a game this big, a game which has a lot of dialogue options and text everywhere into another language. So we just have to see that it's worth it. Okay. We shouldn't have let the kid do that. Do what? Introduce ourselves. I'm a Gamedec. I'm conducting an investigation. What's going on? What are you talking about? Don't you know how corporations work? It's the son of a department director, besides day in, day out. What? What mess? Maybe we shouldn't have done something about it, but it was just 2 instances and he was clever. He did it online. It's parody speech, so... What? Let's just observe. What? It looks like we just had 2 different conversations at the same time. I was asking one thing and he was just... What? I can't use my mouse. I'm not using my mouse right now. The character just went off. Was he talking to? Definitely not me. What's going on? I'm a Gamedec. I'm conducting an investigation. What's going on? I haven't picked that option. Are we in the loop? I wanted to say something, but I did something else against my will. What mess are you talking about further? Yeah, this is the same options I have picked before. Didn't you talk to him before? Yeah, we did. The guest was gesturing and talking to somebody. It looks like a loop. What's going on? The locals call me cheater. Any idiot can be a cheater. I can do so much more. Will you log out and present my demands to Haggis? How can we talk? What now? Will you log out and tell Haggis to do as I say? No! Let's see if it's going to go this way again. So I'm just gonna click once and let's look. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm just holding my mouse right here, so... We are definitely in a loop. It has to be a loop. It felt like his eyes were following my every move. Check if he's conscious. He kept repeating the same sequences of words and gestures, but his eyes... He wasn't looking at his invisible companion, he was looking at me. The spell he was under didn't control his eyes. Can I use eye control? So in the world of Gamedec, you can interfere with your UI in a different ways. So when you're a Gamedec, you have some set of applications available for you, and you can just handpick them on a screen. They might appear on in front of you as a virtual UI if you're inside the game, just like you're opening a window and clicking something. But there's an option where you can use your eyes to just control. So let's try eye control. I tried moving my eyes a few times, and yes, I was able to move them and my programs were responding, so yeah. Yeah, what mess are we talking about, Fredo? This is the same dialogue I've been going through this whole time. So, if we have eye control, we can run the Guardian Angel program. Let's do it now. Boom. Yeah, and this is Guardian Angel, and we can just walk out of our bodies. And this is me. This is me. Gamedec skin. My skin. Let's analyze. It was unused game code. That's why the admins and security algorithms weren't reacting. Okay. So we can just go outside of our body and investigate. So let's do it. I have an incoming call from the Ken. Ken is our sidekick. I don't know if you remember, but we just killed Zed like 30 minutes ago. I'm watching you and see that you're in trouble. I'm keeping my finger on the pulse. Okay. I couldn't say anything. I needed to focus and send him the answers mentally. Ken, can you hear me? I'm sending my thoughts to you. I can hear you. I'm impressed. The loop. I think I'm stuck inside the loop. It's probably an external cheat, not an exploit. From what I know, there were no normal loops in Twisted and Perverted, but I could be wrong. Okay, so he will think about a possible solution. Oh, there's a cat with a number. Click the cat. Analyze. Well, not typical, just as lifeless as everything around caught in a loop. Okay, so the cat is in the loop as well. There's a chair. There's a loop here, so another thing in the loop. Yeah, and when we are in the Guardian Angel, we can just run through objects because we're just a ghost. So why not? Women and couch. Let's just investigate the women. Is she wearing her own skin? No, she wasn't exposed. Who is she? I don't know. But let's check if we can check the couch and analyze it. It's nothing extra. Fredo. Yeah, we can talk to Fredo. Let's check his vitals. His blood pressure was elevated but still within the norm. His hormones oscillating but within norms as well. Okay. So he is sexually aroused. Ecstasy and terror. Activate the investigator. It was Frego Haggis. Okay, let's make eye contact. We already know that people can control the eyeballs. I am a Gamedec Fredo. I'm here to help you. Can you respond with your voice? If not, blink 3 times. He blinked 3 times, so we weren't going to be talking. But he's Fredo. He's conscious. And we can just try to deduce, like the quest is saying, deduce how to break the loop. And let's do it. Okay, what is the loop? We have some clues available, so we can pick that it's a cheat or it's an exploit. I believe that it was said that it's an exploit because the code was already used in the game. Is Fredo present? Yes, he is. He's responding and he's talking to me with his eyeballs. What is within the loop? The bed, the players, or the whole theater? I believe the whole theater because the cat and the chair are in the loop as well. So it's not just people. It's just not a single stage. It's just the whole theater. And who are the people in here? Decorations, NPCs, or real people? I believe it's real people because the guy we were talking to, the first guy we were talking to, the one who looks like a priest or something like this, he was looking at me, so he was using his eyeballs as well. So let's just do it. He's the real people. And how to break the loop? We can overload the woman, which might possibly kill her. we can overload Fredo. I wouldn't do that because his father Haggis will be furious, and I just want to get paid. I'm a detective. I have to get paid in order to pay my taxes, etc. I can't break the loop. No, you can pick this, but you would be a very bad game deck. There's a way of duplicating the surrounding elements and overloading the game engine. And I think we're going to go with this. It's just, yeah, it's like a blue screen, I believe. Yeah. And I cannot move right now. I think I'm just stuck on object right here. I think that we will have to... Give me a second. And I will have to try to use my secret skills in order to do that. So if you have any questions about the game, just do it now. Have some time. So if you have any questions, I'm here to answer it. If you're interested in the game, I will advise you to go to the GOG or Steam. There's a demo available. So if you want to just, I don't know, try the game for yourself, to try to roleplay as a game deck, you can do it right now. The demo is free and it's very limited in time, so you can download the demo while the Indie Arena booth is online. So I believe it ends on Sunday, 11:59 p.m. In Polish time. So yeah, just why don't you go and try the game yourself? I might need a 2 minutes right here just to see if I can do something. Well, how did you like the game so far? Thank you for making a game like this. Well, do you like a game which is based on the narrative? A story-driven game? Where every decision matters? Because this is what Gamedec is like. We wanted to make a game in which the decisions can be seen in the near future and later in the game. So every decision you do will just have consequences. And sometimes it's very sometimes it's a small thing, sometimes it's big. If you treat someone good, if you treat someone well, he will remember this and try to help you on the next occasion. And if you don't, you might just get some enemies and they will deliberately try to I don't know if making trouble is the good definition of this, but you will get harder the more you go with the game if you're not nice to people. If you're nice to people, for example, if I would be nice to Haggis, who is rich and who has contacts and who is the CEO of the Blue Whales Interactive, I might have access to something in the future, which will help me. With my next investigation. Yeah, but as I said, we don't have a combat in the game. Well, Marcin Przybyłek, the author of the Gamedec saga, just says that if you have a gun and when you have combat, yeah, when you have a problem, you can just unholster your gun, point it at someone, and intimidate him, or just kill him, and the problem is done. The problem is gone. So having a gun is an easy solution. So shooting is an easy solution. And remember that you are a game detective. You are a detective. So you will have to deduce, you will have to interrogate people, and you will have to look for clues in order to get the best possible outcome of the situation. But I shouldn't say best, because there is no right or wrong solution. There's no right or wrong outcome. Well, you might have do a bad decision during the game, but it doesn't make the game to stop. You will just go forward with the consequences you have chosen. So yeah, I think it's a great that you can just do play the game as you want. It's a very nice emulation of the tabletop and pen and paper RPGs. So you have a character sheet, you just make decisions and you just go with it. If you made a bad decision, you cannot go and undo it. Well, there will be a mode in the game. We just don't have the name yet, but it might look like the Iron Man from the XCOM. So you cannot load the state. Yeah, you cannot load the game if you make a bad decision. If you did something you didn't like, or which happens to have a bad consequence, a bad outcome in the future, there's no way to load the game and undo it. And I think I will be playing this mode from the start, because this is my story. This is my decision-making game. So I know that there are people who will be just like, let's click this and see what it does, and then they will be surprised that they have some options grayed out, or they cannot undo the conversation and try another approach. But this is what this game is about, I think, personally. So I will be playing the Iron Man mode from the start, because it's just like life, yeah? If I tell my wife that she's not looking good in this dress, there's no going back. I cannot undo it. I'm done. So I think that this is the way I want to play Gamedec. If I do something wrong, I will just have to learn with it, to deal with it, and learn from it, and try to pick another option which will make me look good in the eyes of someone I know offended. Yeah, let's duplicate some objects. There's a cat. I can also duplicate a cat. Yeah, so we just overloaded the game engine, and we write back to Fredo. Release Fredo. Okay, escort Fredo out of the theater. Exit. Well, it's not as easy as it seems. So the jester had smarted us, so he paralyzed me. I couldn't move a finger, but I can talk. And the Ken said that he has a plan, so let's do it now. Yeah, nobody expects an incoming car inside a theater. Because why should be a car? The kid seemed to be in trance. He kept rhythmically opening his mouth and making spasmodic motions. Make it stop. I can't stop it. Take him outside. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Fredo. Let's go. And again, I can't leave. Well, this jester guy is just killing my nerves. Find Fredo before the brain gets fried. What? Mines. The mines explode only when you step on them while walking too fast. Use the mouse wheel to adjust your speed and pass them by safe. Okay. Okay. Where's Fredo? No, it's the mine. We can adjust the running speed with our mouse wheel. So if I want, I can run very fast. But if I want, I can just walk very slowly. Okay, so there's something like, it looks like a projection. Well, it looks like Jester who wants us to find Fredo. He's just projecting some weird stories. The guy up there. This is the spawning point, okay. No, 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 no. Jesus. We have to avoid people. Well, I have to remind you that this is the pre-alpha build, so there might be something that might be fixed in the future, so it's not the final build yet. We gathered a lot of feedback from the guys who were playing the beta and closed beta, or we like to call it the backers build. From the Kickstarter. No, it's a mine. It's another mine. Well, the main purpose to get Packers build was to gather a lot of feedback from the guys who were playing the game, and right now we have a lot of data to process. So after the backers build will end, after some time, I would say, we will just sit down and analyze the survey at the end of the backers build, and we'll just sit down with the developers to see what we can do to make Gamedec even better. So okay. We just have to wait for our window of opportunity to try and go. Yeah, we did it. Boom. Oh, thank you very much. That's a very nice of you to say those things. You can download it on Steam and on the GOG. We in Poland just call it GOG. GOG.com. But yeah, the game, I think it looks really great in terms of graphics and the possibilities. There's just so much things you can do. in the game. So there's so much possibilities right now. There's so many outcomes of this case. There's so many ways you can end the investigation just too soon. I think that you can just... There's no bad way to end the case, but there are some outcomes which will be better than any else, yeah? There is a scenario when you just kill Fredo. When your main job as a game deck for Geoffrey Haggis is to get Fredo out of the game, get Fredo out safely. So the worst outcome you can get is just to fry Fredo, fry his brain. You can do it. You wouldn't get paid, and Mr. Haggis will be very, very mad at you. So, if I can give you just one advice, I would say try to please as many people you can, because having enemies is not a good way to go. Okay, so during this investigation, we can see that not only Fredo is not a nice kid, but his father is also a bad guy. And we can ask about what Fredo did. He sexually abused the woman working for his father. Okay. So we have two options. We can log in, we can log off with Fredo and tell Haggis what happened. Or we can leave Fredo to Jester. Well, we got paid. We will get paid when we get out with Fredo. So let's log off with Fredo. The demo version is only in English? Yes, it is, because we have a lot of text to process, and a lot of text will be changed in the final build, because we think we can do better, and for the sake of the demo, if we had to translate it to 7 languages, because we have conferred Russian, Chinese, Italian, French, I believe, and German, and Polish, etc. Many languages. It's all on Steam. It's all on Steam description. If we had to translate the game in the current state of the demo to this many languages, it will cost a lot and it will be inefficient, because the dialogues might have changed in the future. So we'll have to do it all over again for the final release. I think that going with English is the safest way to do it, and it's the fastest way to do it. And we just wanted to get people an opportunity to play the demo. Okay, we can log off with Fredo right now. You're awake! What's happening to my son? Please wait in the office, of course. There's something my son wants to tell you before we get started. I'm very grateful, thank you. Professional. Just doing my job. A real pro. Clear my schedule. Okay, let's go home, son. Your efficiency is impressive, but I still have a few more questions. Let's do it professionally. Yeah, your son was caught in a loop, lost control of his digital body, was aware of what was happening around him. You were finally able to get him out. Continue. Tell him about the hacker, so the Jester. Tell him Jester's message. Do as you're told and await further instruction. Son of a bitch. Tell him what happened on the roofs. What loop? Tell him Fredo was in the loop. About the scene. Yeah, he was stabbing a dagger into a woman's heart. Everyone was being recorded, so I believe that Jester wanted to blackmail Fredo. Haggis. Geoffrey Haggis, his father. Oh, Fredo as well. Return to the hacker. Swapper? Where's Swapper? Sensor celebrity, scalpel. Where's Swapper? Yeah, Swapper is the last one. Oh god. So if we had Swapper, we could try to learn what he knows about Jester. We can't use it because we don't have this profession. So yeah. Ask point blank if he knows Jester. That hacker is no stranger to me. I suspected he was responsible, but I wasn't certain. Keep it just between us. Wait and listen. It's a blackmail. What happened to the recording? Mention personal copy. Delete it or just lie about deleting the video? Nah, let's just delete it. I'm satisfied with your work, Gamedec. Anything else about the molestation? Keep brushing. So suggest making it go away. Yeah, we can all make it go away, so. If you do, you will gain a very influential friend. Yeah, this is what I wanted, so. This is great about Gamedec, that you have to wage if you want to do what is morally right, ethically, or you would just want to make some friends. And sometimes it's not the same. You have to balance the things you do in the game just to keep as many friends as you can. You will never know who's going to be needed in the course of the game. Fuck, some dick scratched the frame. Yeah, we did it. We did scratch the frame at the very beginning of the game. I don't know if you remember this. We just wanted to say we just wanted to see if this is a real gold, and we just used our badge to scratch some gold of it. So yeah, we did it. And it's also that the game remembers these things and have some small tiny details about it. Yeah. So this is just an epilogue to sum up what happened. So Hackis just sent me a lot more money that we agreed upon. We also received a letter printed on a real paper, which is very, very expensive and rare in the 22nd century. Haggis sent me after it was all over to thank me. He said that I could count on him. It's good to have friends with influence. Mysterious hacker. Why did he abduct Haggis' son? Was it really just simple blackmail? I believe I'll one day find the answers to these and other questions. Yeah, and this is it. This is the end of the backers build. You can download the demo on Steam and GOG. Right away, so it's free, it's available. You can just go and try the game yourself. There's a giveaway on Gleam and I believe we linked it on our Steam announcements, on our social media channels. So in the Gleam, you can get access to the backers build, and the backers build is kinda an extended version of the demo you can play for free. So if you like the demo and want to play something more, not just only the part of the demo, you can take you can just participate in the giveaway, hoping to get the access to the backers build. And yeah, for now it's that's all I have prepared for you. So if you have any questions regarding Gamedec or Answer Studios or me, just fire away. I will just give you like, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and if we don't have any questions, I will just end the stream. So how did you like it? How did you like the game? Have you heard about Gamedec before? Is it the first time you are seeing Gamedec in action? Is it the were you aware of the Gamedec before the Indie Arena booth, or have you seen what we have done on the Indie Arena booth? Because we have a virtual booth available. What can I say more? What was the first time you saw Gamedec anywhere? Have you seen it on the social media? Have you seen it on a stream? Have you seen it on YouTube? And from what I want to say more is that Gamedec has won the Indie Awards 2020 from the DevCom. So DevCom is like the developers event which takes place during the Gamescom. So the DevCom gathered like 20 indie games, the best indie games they think are out there on the Gamescom, on the Indie Arena booth, and they decided to rate them, yeah. And Gamedec just won the first place award. So we are officially the best indie game of the DevCom 2020 Indie Awards. So this is nice. This is very nice, especially because it's given by the developers gathered during the Gamescom and the Indie Arena booth. So if you get a reward from another developers who knows the stuff you are doing with the game, so they know how hard it is to make a game. When they know how hard it is to make a game from scratch, and they not only respect the way you do it, but admire the way you do it, so they give you an award, it's a very great feeling. So yeah, we are very proud of being the best indie game of DevCom 2020. Yeah. I cannot see any question. If you don't have questions, we will just stop right here. And I just want to invite you to our Indie Arena booth. There's an virtual event going on, so we have a virtual booth. You can just go there and watch some trailers and download the demo, or just talk with some NPCs. I'm really impressed that choices really matters. Well, I've heard about the game recently from my friends when I saw you won this award and decided to watch the game. Yeah, you can just, you know, when you download the demo, you can just go to our Discord channel and try to when you just finish the demo, you can go to our Discord channel and just share your feedback with us. Because yeah, we want to make Gamedec a community-driven game. So any idea is welcome. Every case we make with for the Gamedec is played as a pen and paper session. So from the Twisted and Perverted, there's a case that some CEO just wants you to take a look at his son who is trapped inside a world. and he doesn't know anything about it. So we gather some devs from our team and play a pen and paper session, just to see the outcomes they wanted to have and the choices they make, so we can implement it in the game. So yeah, that's basically it. So thank you for tuning in. My name is Mateusz and I'm the community manager for Ansia Studios. If you have any questions about the game deck or Ansia Studios, just state them in some comments or on social media, and we will have a special opportunity to gather with Marcin Przybyłek, who is the author of the Gamedec book saga, and he's working with us on Gamedec in Ansia Studios. We will gather with Łukasz Kacura, who is the executive producer of Gamedec, and me as well, and Jakub from our PR team, tomorrow at 12 a.m. I don't know, 12 a.m. or p.m. Which one is that? But not the midnight. Not the midnight, but yeah. Let's say 12:01 p.m. We will be doing an AMA, Ask Me Anything, on Facebook and Twitter. So we will just state a Twitter or a tweet with hit us with questions. We'll do the same on Facebook. 12 a.m. So I said it right, yeah? I said it right, I think. Yeah, but what I was trying to do and say is that we will just be available for your questions tomorrow, 12 a.m. on Facebook and Twitter, and there will be Marcin Przybyłek, the author of the Gamedec book saga, Łukasz Kacura, who is our executive producer on Gamedec, me, community manager, and Jakub, which is our PR lead. So yeah, if you have any questions, just be sure to be there. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I have found 2 or 3 options I haven't known are available. So any time I play the game, anytime I start another game, I just learn more about Gamedec, and I'm the one who's doing the game. But there are so many options in this game that even I have to play like 50 times just to see all of them. So yeah, thank you very much, and goodbye. See you on the booth. Bye.